Yo, what's on? It's Edward Rowe, Kerno King here, live in Cornwall. Welcome to the New Year's Eve World Cup of Pasties. In my bowl here, I've got 64 pasty makers. 64 pasty makers. Nearly all of them are in Kerno. A couple from just outside the duchy, but that's fine. And you are going to decide the winners. The winner. Actually, you can decide the winners of each round. Okay, anyway, I know what's happening. I've tried to explain the rules like 8 times, so I'm going to give up now. So now I'm just going to draw the groups and who's playing who in each group, and we'll see what happens. So, Group A. Rummaging deep, Group A. The first one out of the hat is Cornish Oven. And Cornish Oven, let's jot them in, will be playing in Group A Gear Farm. Oh. Already straight out with the big dogs. Right, next one in Group A, next match in Group A is Cornish Pod. Up Southeast Cornwall, I believe. Cornish Pod. And they will be playing, I'm so excited. They will be playing Berrymans. Right. So that is Group A drawn. Just to clarify, there are 2 matches in Group A and all the groups. Cornish Oven versus Gear Farm. Cornish Pod versus Berrymans. You decide the winner of each of those matches by voting for them on Twitter. Whoever wins each match will go through to the next round. So it's instant knockout. And I'm shocked that straight out the bag, 2 big dogs, Cornish Oven and Gear Farm. Ooh, right, here we go. Group B. First one out, West Cornwall Pasty Co. And they will be playing Chapman's. Right, West Cornwall Pasty versus Chapman's. Okay, next one for Group B. The next match in Group B is this. The Cornish Deli, and they will be playing Pierce's Up Snozzle, my brother's favourite. Right, let's jot that down. The Cornish Deli versus Pierce's Up Snozzle. Great butchers near Capital Bingo up Ern Snozzle. Lovely, just a ticket. Right, next one. Next one is, one of my favourites, a new discovery from me in Kerno. It's St Buryan Farm Shop. Found that this year down there. Absolutely magic. On tour doing the school shows. The Cornish caretakers discovered St Buryan Farm Shop. Good mate of mine, Mitch Holmes, he loves them. He'll have an XL for breakfast. Right, that's a big dog. St Buryan Farm Shop. St Buryan Farm Shop. And they will be playing the first match in Group C. They will be playing Portreath Bakery. Portreath Bakery down Lanner there. You can't ring your Mets when you're driving through Lanner when you park at Portreath Bakery because there's no signal. Right. Group C, next match. Wait, I saw them. I'm going to go back in. Oh, Morris Pasties over Newquay, I think. Morris Pasties over Newquay. And they will be going up against Tasty Pasties up Bude. Right. A real battle of the coastlines there. Battle of the seaside towns. That is going to be a humdinger, I reckon. I've not had a Morris's for years. And I've never had a Tasty Pasties up Bude. But Bude, you're representing here. So get voting when we kick off. Next one out of the hat, we have Ferrell SH and Son. Down St Ives, I believe. Ferrell SH and Son, and they will be playing Ginsters. Whoa. Next one out the bag, out the hat, whatever. Proper Cornish pasty, and they will be playing Sarah's Pasty Shop up Lou. Whoa. Absolutely beautiful pasties, Sarah. Lovely. Group E. We've got a long way to go yet. The Cornish Vegan in Churro. The Cornish Vegan will be playing. Pasty Presto. Wow, Pasty Presto in Falmouth. Now, don't tell anyone, but sometimes when I need something a bit cheeky, I pop down there and get one of their vegan ones or their veggie ones, something a bit different. Lovely curried ones, if you fancy a change. Next up, okay. Oggy 1 up Roach in Group E. Oggy 1, I'm even sounding like a commentator now. Oggy 1, they will be playing St. Ives Bakery. Whoa, St. Ives got some loyalty to the Roach one, obviously, but best wishes to both. Group F, let's have a look here now. Group F, we've got Prima. We've got Prima. We got... Next one, they will be playing. Denzel Trevithick. One of my favourites. Denzel Trevithick, down Red Truth, opposite the cinema there. Or in St. Agnes. I love Denzel Trevithick pasties. Magic. Next one. Oh, we got Etheringtons. We've got Etheringtons. Cool. Trevithick's versus Etheringtons. That'll be a hell of a round, won't it, eh? Right, let's have a look. They're up against the Harvey Brothers. Harvey Brothers. That was a last-minute entry. Someone suggested them. So, right, now Group G. Group G, we have got Lavenders. Lavenders. Probably my favourite pasty name. Because it's just so ironic, isn't it? You get the pasty smells, you have the pasty poos, the pasty bags. They don't smell like lavender. Anyway, they'll be... they'll be up against mothers. Up against mums. That's all the mums. All the mums pasties. Next one. Pengenna pasties. Down St. Ives, I believe. And they will be up against Charlie Chokes. Chokes of Falmouth. Another absolute cracking pasty maker. If you're still tuned in, fair play. Next one out. Your Nans. Your Nans. Always make a good pasty. They'll be up against Oggy's Cornish Kitchen. Oggy's Cornish Kitchen. Don't know them. Next one out, Oggy Oggy. Oggy Oggy pasties. A few of them around these days. Less of them, but there was a couple in Falmouth recently. And they are up against Mary's pasties. Mary's are very popular pasties these days. Mary's pasties. Right, we've got loads left. Oh, one of the big dogs. One of the big players, Anne's pasties. Obviously, Anne's down on the Lizard and Anne's over at Helston. Fantastic veggie options, I've been told. Leek and cheese, superb. Fergus doing a wonderful job over in Helston. And they are up against St. Agnes Bakery. St. Agnes Bakery. And now I'm not sure where they're based, but I'm sure they're delicious. Next one out of the bag. The Cornish Pasty Box. An online order company doing pasties. As I live in Cornwall, I've never ordered a pasty over the internet or the telephone in my life. Because I don't need to. And they are up against the real Cornish Pasty Co. The real Cornish Pasty Co. Obviously, some issues there with the Cornish Pasty Co. So they went for the real Pasty Cornish Co. And that is Group I. Next one up, Group J. Group J. It's Greg's. I was scraping the barrel a bit. I was sort of nearly 64. Please forgive me. Ooh! Phelps. Greg's have got Phelps. I'm dribbling here. I really need a pasty. Okay, next one up the bag. Group J. Group of Death, maybe. Butcher Ork up Roach. Get on, Butcher Ork. Butcher Ork up Roach. And he is up against... Ivor Dudney. Ivor Dudney up Plymouth. Butcher Ork, right on my beauty. Here we go. We have got Cornish Premier Pasties. They are kicking off. Premier Pasties. They are crimping off. Group K. Sorry about my massive zip. I'm only 41. And they are up against Barnacles. Oh, Barnacles. Consistently good. Consistently great. Consistently cherry maize in the shops. That's why we go there, really. And next group in Group K, they're lovely. Oh, Group K is They're not in existence anymore, but they went in the hat. Horse and Jockey. Horse and Jockey. They are up against Martin's Bakery. Martin's Bakery. Now, next one. McFadden's. I think it's McFadden's. Down St. Just. Good pasties. Good pasties down there. And they're up against, oh, sugar. We've got a double up. We've got a double up. I've got 2 Morris pasties. Right, I'm going to add one. I thought this might happen. If it happens again, we're in trouble. I'm going to put that one back in. Right, McFadden's. Still drawing McFadden's. We'll go for a different one. Jamie's Pasty Shop. Never heard of it, but saw it on the internet. Right, next one out the back. Oh, it's the big dogs. Some of the big players now. It's Rose. Rose Pasty Shop. Good old Rose, one of the oldest world champions at the minute, I believe, as well. And they are up against Chuff Bakery up Padstow. Chuff Bakery, renowned. I think they are former world champions, actually. And they put a bit of clotted cream in their pastry. I'll have you know. Right, next one. Aunt Avis. Up St. Q Highway. Aunt Avis. Excuse me a minute. It's just my neighbours like to drive up and down. Fuck off, you twat! Up and down the road on their motorbikes. Next one. That needs to go back in. Next one to go against Aunt Avis. Hell of a pasties. Hell of a pasties. Hell of a pasties. Next one out for Group M is Pips. Pips Pasties. Penryn, I believe. Pips Pasties. Oh! Up against one of my top 3. Look at that sit. Tickle your taste buds. Tickle your. Can you hear that bike? Tickle your taste buds. Tickle your taste buds there. Lovely Tickle Your Taste Buds, run by Wendy for years, dear girl. I think she might have retired recently, but superb pasties. Right, okay, a few left. We're now in Group N. 3 groups left. The Pasty Boys. The Pasty Boys. And they're up against Hampson's. Hampson's. Next one up. Nicky B's Pasty Shop. Or Nick B's Pasty Shop. Nick B's Pasty Shop. And they will be against... This was the one I dropped in. Your stepmums. Stepmums make great pasties. Stepmums. Right. Okay. Next one out. Chasewater Bakery. Chasewater Bakery. Niles in St Austell. Been going for some time. Used to love a Niles when I was up that way in college and all. Lovely. Oh, one of the big dogs is Warren's. Warren's. And they will be against Boscastle Farm Shop. Boscastle Farm Shop. Right, last group. Group P. Oh, very popular pasties. Over the top pasties. Over the top pasties. Superb top crimp pasties. Because, let's be honest, a lot of us top crimp in Cornwall. A lot of us, all the old pasty makers do top crimp. That's a myth about pasties on the side, being side crimp. That's a myth. Could you imagine going down a mine in like 1850 and you're like, I've got nail varnish on my door, I paint my nails, I need to tidy up. Could you imagine going down a mine with nail varnish on that's chipped, holding on to a crimp and being like, I can't eat the crimp, I gotta save the crimp. No. Everybody's starving. You'd eat up the whole bloody thing up. Right, next one. Nellie's up Lostwithiel. Nellie's up Lostwithiel. And the final 2 is the Cornish Bakery. And they will be up against a recent find, absolutely delicious, the St Maur's Bakery. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, it's 15 minutes long. Well done, you. And I won't be surprised if many of you did, because, let's be honest, we bloody love pasties. Join me, 7 o'clock on Twitter, tonight on New Year's Eve. Who remembers going to tall trees on New Year's Eve? For birdies, for sailors, gossips, Bentleys, quasars. And now, I'm a spotty 41-year-old at home doing the Pasty World Cup. How things change.